Welcome back to another episode of Growth Through Ganja Smoke with me, Ms. Pearl. This episode is called Drive Slow and it comes from Kanye West and Paul Wall. This is my perspective on people just rushing through life and they're just ending up in dead end streets or they're just hitting red lights. J. Cole once said it's a faster route to the bottom. So these motherfuckers is getting fast, famous, super popular overnight, and then boom, next thing you know, people was pulling high school records and shit. I decided quickly to take my time with planning my goals, improving some habits, because I want to end the year on a good note. You know, like most people in January, they want to start a new diet or some goofy shit, and then like January 2nd, it's like over with. I decided that I was just going to do a 1 minute plank every day for the next 30 days and then just see what happens. But that quickly came to an end because I didn't look at the whole picture. It was just an idea and not a plan. So a lot of people are basing like their New Year's resolutions around ideas and they don't have any plans really. Welcome back to another episode of Growth Through Ganja Smoke with me, Ms. Pearl. Hopefully I'm not too crooked because my phone stand is like I don't know if I'm straight or not. I don't know. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know why that video's been tickling me a lot lately. I think as I've been watching a lot more shorts, the pop the balloon shorts. I'm gonna have to make a whole another episode about that because some of the last few that I've been just the whole thing overall, they be going hard on that joint. Hard. This episode is called Drive Slow and it comes from Kanye West and Paul Wall. This is my perspective on people just rushing through life and they're just ending up in dead end streets or they're just hitting red lights. People who are still people pleasing, showing off, egotistic, immature as fuck. J. Cole once said it's a faster route to the bottom. It takes some time going up, but it don't really take that much time going down. Speaking of YouTube shorts, I've been seeing like, top 15 rappers that, not famous anymore, like their overnight fame is gone. And it's crazy how they use our men to sell these false narratives that niggas got guns somewhere and we just shoot them up, pow pow. And these rappers, whole time, one of them was like, "Yeah, I never held a gun before," and then like he just lost his whole whatever the fuck he had going on. A lot of them, and then they got like all this money real fast. And if people like find out shit about you, like now, like shit is just being exposed a whole lot quicker. So these motherfuckers is getting fast, famous, super popular overnight, and then boom, next thing you know, people was pulling high school records and shit. So this is, the beginning of the year for a lot of people, and then it's the ending of the year for a few of us. Me and a few others. I decided quickly to take my time with planning my goals, improving some habits, because I want to end the year on a good note. You know, like most people in January, they want to start a new diet or some goofy shit, and then like January 2nd, it's like over with. Like the diet is gone, you know? And you can tell because I won't say the gyms be packed during the summer, but at the same time, people do let the cold keep them in. I mean, I know some things happen. I know people get sick and you don't see them for a while, but even when I take my daughter to her gym class, it's only a few of them. And it's crazy because I know people still paying for them classes. So I don't give a fuck. If the roads are clear, I'm clear to go. That's going to be a constant. So I did say I wanted to challenge myself to do something every day for like 30 days. I decided that I was just going to do a 1 minute plank every day for the next 30 days and then just see what happens. But that quickly came to an end because I didn't look at the whole picture. It was just an idea and not a plan. So a lot of people are basing like their New Year's resolutions around ideas and they don't have any plans really. So I decided to actually plan out doing 1 minute planks every single day for 30 days. I planned it out for next month. Now I planned it out for next month because I need to take a step back and look at the whole picture first. See, a lot of people's plans, their ideas don't go according to whatever plan they had in their head because most of the time they don't have a plan. It's just an idea. And then people just jump on that shit and then they get knocked off very quickly because number one, most people don't know why they want to start certain goals or hold tight to certain resolutions. Number two, it's not the season. Okay? The new year is when the nature outside is renewing itself based on the season. It's in spring. So a lot of people fail in January. It's really an energy harvest. All that energy, like quite a few people be out there partying. You bring in the new year, drinking, turning all the way up. And then by the time January 2nd comes, you didn't use all your energy at midnight. So looking at the big picture in regards to the 30-day 1 minute plank goal, I had to realize I've been eating a lot of snacks during holiday season. It's been a lot more wine. I've had more back-to-back days off from work. I have been, living my best life really even in my not so great moments. I've been doing pretty well. Just actually enjoying my life and the time that I have here and the time that I have with people around me. I've just really been enjoying the days, really. But I did decide that I need to end the year off strong. I gotta finish strong. I've been having a lot of wine lately. Get a bottle of wine for like $7. Like, it ain't gonna bust your pockets open. But I can do non-alcoholic wine within that 30-day window of my 1 minute plank. And yes, the snacks are on their way out, so I'm just enjoying what I can now. But no, I gotta get back out. When I want to actually start on a goal, is really for the month after or the day after or whatever after. I like to get started early on some goals. Okay, like I really, really do. So I'm going to use February to work on those fitness and diet goals and habits. And then I'm going to use January to work on small projects. Like I got to get my tags renewed, pay a fucking flag fee to Maryland for whatever. I don't even know. I mean, well, I'm gonna handle that because I'm gonna handle that. Whatever the lowest price is for whatever, that's what I'm going for. If you don't ask, you won't receive. Alcohol, or alcohol removed wine it tastes just like wine. It is just like regular wine. You just don't get no buzz. You get a little, giggling. I mean, I'm still gonna smoke, but I just drink alcohol free. Like it's all right. Alcohol free. I have ordered. I finally was like, fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and order my dresser. It takes a while to get settled when you move. It just do. It can take you a long ass time to unpack that last box. Like now I understand that part on The Incredibles when she said, "We're finally moved in." And he's like, after all these years we weren't moved in because of what? She was like, "I finally unpacked the last box." And I get it. So when I moved from one part of PG County to the next, I decided that I wasn't really taking any of the furniture that I had at the previous place and only took like very, very few things. And those things had to get wiped out before they came over. It was just some things that I just had to keep. Now, My dresser, the dresser done gave up recently, okay? But it's a part of my journey, and this part of my journey says that bitch gotta go. So, like I said, I can use January to work on some of these little projects that have just been here. I don't plan on like my room being the spickest of the Spanish, but last year's calendar, like I don't need a 2025 calendar. I can just use what I have on my phone, give me the 2026 in March, and go from there. Um, I mean, I don't really need it. I don't know. It's just stuff that's just sitting around. Like I still got pictures to print, you know, and the pictures that need to be hung up, they just need to be hung up. My daughter's asking for more artwork, so I need to put something together. Those are like little projects that I can get done. I believe that when the spring comes, like I believe like life is just gonna get so much better for me. I don't know. I just feel it in the air and I'm just taking it all in. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I gotta be more honest with myself. That's what I learned recently. I enjoy the smell of the dispensaries when I go inside. And I enjoy grabbing me a Leaf magazine every month. It's very relaxing, it's very informative. It gives me more ideas for my podcast. Because, next year I want to do more. I want to invest more. I just want to step my game up a bit more. And the best way to do that is to end the year on that note. So when I go into the next year, it's not a shock or a surprise. I was already doing it. I love working in the dark. I love having my 2 big followers, hanging there. Hope you out there taking care of yourself. And I love editing my videos. I learn a lot. I love putting them up on YouTube. I love like switching ideas around. I'm trying to get in more suit and tie. So when I hand the recording part off to somebody else, they already have it down packed and they can add their own ideas. And, maybe, my little one-man show will expand, one-woman show. But I really enjoy not being famous, even though I know I'm somebody. I don't do this for money. My venting and me telling stories is a part of my healing. Some people don't talk about shit. Some people don't talk about a goddamn thing. And everything is bothering them. It's just like Lil Rel said, man, nigga, would you just go ahead and cry? Yeah. Quite a few of y'all need to go ahead and cry it out. So many things are working out. So many things are just going so well for me. Like I said, even my not so best days is still working out. The work is paying off, and this is years in the making. I'm going to write down my little projects for January because it's like maybe like 4 or 5 things really. And like I said, hanging up the pictures that have been just sitting around is one of them. Recently, my niece got trapped underneath my wall mirror. And it's because it's not on the wall. So she likes to stand in it. And this time she stood in it, the whole thing just came down on her. And I'm glad I wasn't here to witness that, but I'm glad she alright. And I'm glad my $25 mirror is still intact because it's a really nice mirror. And I ain't gonna find another one like it for $25. Trust me, I was in the line doing a calculation when I saw that price tag and I saw the percentage off. So if she didn't know what I was talking about, I knew what I was talking about. And again, I have pictures that I also need to print out. Because Google keep hitting my Cash App for this fake ass storage that they trying to charge me for. This is invisible storage. Okay, this is digital storage. And you telling me I need to pay 52 more cents for additional storage? But it's like, really? Pearl, you need to just go ahead and continue to print the pictures out. Now, I gave my daughter a few things to do before she left to go to her daddy's house, and she left our home a mess. So instead of slapping her upside the head, beating her down to the ground, putting in a rock bottom, stone cold stunner her ass, I'm going to have her help me with some of these projects because I think that that'll be a healthier way. And, to lay the smack down on that. Okay? Because I don't. I don't want to send her in a bad mood. I ain't say nothing to her, but you better believe when she get back, it's on the table for discussion. And not only that, she can help me. We can do this thing together because we share this space together. So, I don't know. Maybe you got something from it. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you're working on something. Maybe you're not. Maybe you'll be back next week. Maybe you won't. I don't know. Either way, this has been Growth Through Ganja Smoke with me, Ms. Pearl.